Yep, not there yet. Checked it. Good morning, friends and family. We're live today at the new Municipal Services Building for the City of West Richland up on Belmont and Keene. We're going to give you a quick little tour of this fantastic facility. And with me I have Elka Gilliam, who is the engineering technician, and she's going to be the tour guide today, as Elka has done a wonderful job in preparing this facility to have the looks in which it does, with the colors and the chairs and the carpets and the tiles and all of the things, because us guys certainly aren't interior decorators. So we certainly appreciate all the hard work that you've put into this facility. The detail is incredible, and it's something that the citizens of the City of West Richland can be proud of for years to come as we move forward in the investments into our community. So Elka, thank you very much for everything that you've done. So with that, I'm going to ask you to give us a little tour of what we have right here.
Well, here we have our new council chambers. We're able to broadcast the council meetings and broadcast different PowerPoint presentations if people were to bring them in. We can have training sessions in here. Our facility is large enough for that, for our employees. Workshops, what have you. We can set tables and chairs and such up. It's a pretty efficient room that's kind of multi-purpose, not just a council chambers.
So as far as the amount of heartbeats in here, how many people can we have in this facility?
I do not know.
I'm thinking I'm testing you there. I shouldn't do that without live and in person, but I think we're in the 80 to 100 range as far as bodies that we can have in here, which is certainly a benefit because we have the opportunity to have different types of trainings in this area. And if we can bring in training that is done, say, in Yakima or Seattle to our local area, it helps also the other cities, Richland, Kennewick, Benton City, Prosser, those areas. And also when we have a policy and procedure in place, we will be able to use this facility for community events in the future. That's something that's going to take a little while to get all worked out with the security systems and ins and outs and lights and all that stuff. But being that this is a public facility, the public certainly will be invited to use the facility with the proper policies and procedures in place. So with that, I think we'll go ahead and move on out to the foyer here. So being that this is live and in person, if I trip Elka on the way out here, it'll be my fault, not hers. And I don't know if you're going to hear a little bit of an echo, but as we work through the interior design, we'll take care of some of the noises and stuff like that, because when you walk in here, it's like, hello, hello, hello. But that's the beauty of having the natural light. As we come around here, we can see how the light comes in. We have all LED lights, and Elka can maybe explain that a little bit further when we get further in the tour. But right here is the counter for our public works and planning. And behind us here, you'll see a solid wall, which will eventually be the reception area for the finance department, as the finance shell is unfinished inside, but it is complete on the outside. What we certainly didn't want to do is build a brand new facility and a year later tear the front of it off to add the finance facility. So what we did is we were able to have the funding available to put the shell on, and then probably next year is the projected time to do the interior of the finance. So we can move finance from down at a small 2,000 square foot old bank down at the old City Hall area to get everybody in one big house, which will certainly be nice.
Make us a little more user-friendly for our public.
That's what we like to have, certainly user-friendly. So with that, we'll go ahead and then move on into the
main facility.
Okay, so we're behind the wall now. This is the secure zone. This is where all the stuff starts to happen. And so I'll let Elka explain a little bit about what we have right here.
This section here is where our receptionists well, actually I should take that. Our administrative assistants for both public works and community development are here. They are the faces that everybody meets first when they walk in the door. This is where we process our permitting, our meet and greets, handles several different duties. It hopefully will make us a little more efficient having both of them at this section here, as opposed to in the old building we had only one person at the front counter who was their community development person. So
So why don't you pan over there and say hi, Sharon? Good morning.
Good morning.
This would be Kelly. She's
Kelly,
in our
excuse
community
me.
development department and our building department. She's their assistant, helps them out with everything.
Welcome to West Richland.
Okay. Yeah, my bad. I apologize, Kelly. Gee whiz. I mean, I only have so many names of all of our employees here. I can't remember them all. Plus, if I 3 steps, 3 minutes, I've already forgotten it. You know how that goes. Okay, where are we going next, Elka?
We can go into, here's our workroom on this side here, which is, as you notice, very large. It's lots of storage. Our old facility, we had one little table. We pretty much outgrew it for the most part when we were there for about a couple years. We have our plotters, our copiers. We have areas for filing, for storage. We have the ability to expand some here, which is nice.
Yeah, in years past, we were working out of corners, cubbies, closets, converted break rooms. So this is certainly a working environment that is much more acceptable for our employees. I mean, you can't expect to stuff people in a cardboard box and get happy productivity. So I've had a lot of positive input from our employees. The public tours were real positive. People thought this was something that has been a long time overdue, and so we're really happy to provide a good work environment for our employees here at the City of West Richland. So with that, we will go ahead and maybe walk on down the hall here. We'll take a stop off at our new conference room, which is certainly a benefit to have a facility that can allow us to have not only PowerPoint and video broadcasting here, with another kind of cool feature as you're doing your broadcasting for your PowerPoint, you can drop your light so you can see the screens a little bit better. And this is another thing. Like I said earlier, I'll have Elka talk about our LED lights and all the neat stuff that goes on with that. But so this is all USB and computer friendly. So really nice facility for having meetings right in here. So we'll walk back out and head on down the hall. Hello, Julie.
Hello.
How are you today? Our city clerk, Julie Richardson. She's the one that keeps us out of jail. She does a real fine job of that, and keeps me in line as well, which is a challenge in itself.
This is where we start our offices for our community development and our public works department. We have a senior planner and our community development director both in these.
Here's Mike, our senior planner. Hi, Mike.
Hey.
And then, of course, Aaron Lambert, our community development director. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning.
Okay.
It's nice because now Mike actually has an office, whereas before he was in a cubbyhole kind of a deal situation. So it's a nice bonus for him. Makes it good. Here we have we call it our bullpen, basically, our cubicles and everything. For us to expand, we'll have 8 on this section and 8 on the other section, half and half for public works, half for community development. The building is basically split that way, so the front half is community development, the back half is the public works department, along with we have Julie, our city clerk, over here too, which is a nice bonus.
So keeping in mind, this is all for, we've got room for expansion. These cubicles are not going to be full right off the get-go, but that's the nice thing about this is we've got room to expand for years to come, so we don't have to come back to our citizens and say, hey, we didn't build big enough. So it's business sense to city business, and I've been very adamant about that for the last 4 years. And so everything that we have been doing, not only here at the Municipal Services Facility, but Belmont and the Belmont Business District, but also at the Red Mountain Center, the I plant, the old City Hall, City Campus area. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the future, as well as the investment in the Yakima River Gateway. So we're planning for the future and to make our community better as we grow. So with that, Elka, where are we going next?
We can go on down here and see the rest of our buildings and offices and stuff. We have our inspectors, our building inspectors and code enforcement. Previously in our old building, they were in one office combined for both of them. Pretty tight quarters.
Good morning, Andy.
It's kind of nice. They've got a little more space here, and they can close the door if they have to chit chat with somebody on the phone or what have you. We have our filing system for public works and part of our community development here. We also have 2 TVs above that we can broadcast our training videos. We can watch the council, various different situations.
And the worker bees, these are the ones that make things happen.
We have our public works maintenance guys, sewer department, such great guys. We can hold our meetings in here right now. It's a little bit messy and such. We're still trying to clean it up and unpack everything, and we're in a process.
Yeah,
still,
how many years in one facility?
We were in our old facility for 13 and a half years, I do believe. When I started with the city, we moved in about 2 months later. So
you've got all those years of boxes, and if you can remember going through Grandma and Grandpa's house or the folks' place after how many years, we found boxes that we didn't know what was in the boxes almost.
Yes, we did.
So we're right now, Elka's going through and making sure that anything that needs to be disposed of is disposed of properly as per RCWs. And then we'll access the necessary items and get the house in order. But it takes time. You know, you've got to conduct daily business and meet the expectations of our developers and citizens, as well as try to put a house together. So it's not an easy job, but Elka's managing to keep it all together.
It's taken all of us to do it. We're a big team doing this part here. It's kind of been a work in progress with everybody, a learning experience. These offices on this end would be our public works section. We have our inspectors, our civil engineer, and our other civil engineer. On that, we have an extra office. Fortunately, we'll be able to put a person in there, I believe, here shortly. Our city engineer and our public works director down at this end here, Roscoe and Drew, and then my office in the middle. Previously, all of our engineers, including our city engineer, were in cubicles in a great big work room that was similar to this, but we were all in the same room. It was pretty tight quarters, but we've managed to put out a lot of work in that little room there. This allows for them to have offices, close their doors, are allowed, have meetings in their offices without everybody being there or walking through or what have you. It makes it a little more user-friendly, a little more business-oriented.
Yeah, and with that in mind, when you have a lot of people in one room and everybody's doing a job and talking on the phone, you hear the buzz and everything's going, it's very difficult to concentrate. So this certainly is going to assist in the efficiency of our employees. Work productivity should also increase because of less interruptions and distractions. So all of these things are certainly benefits that the community is going to see in years to come. So with that is this facility here. This is approximately square foot wise 12,000 square feet, and we came from a 4,000 square foot facility. So we certainly have room to grow, and like I said before, a work environment that is certainly much more acceptable for our employees. Happy worker bees is happy honey, so it's a sweet thing for all. So I'm just going to ask Kim if she'd kind of pan up and take a look. We've got an awful lot of nice natural light in this facility. We actually have the lights on in here right now, which usually we don't even turn the lights on. A lot of the employees in their offices have so much natural light with the way that this has been engineered that they turn the lights off. So it's very well done, very efficient. And Elka, tell a little bit about the LED lights and how this system is working.
Well, the whole facility has got LED lights. They are ran on a motion detector or on a turn it off, dim it kind of situation. It's nice. You can, as you leave an office, if it doesn't sense you in there, what have you, it'll shut the light off, a little more energy efficient. They're more of a natural light, I think.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Great environment for sure. So we're going to go ahead and take a short pause, and if everybody keeps tuned in, we're going to run across the way there, and we're going to show you what the shops look like, and from working out of an old one acre farmhouse with converted barns and pole buildings to another working environment, which is certainly much better for our employees. Heat of the summer, they get a break. Cold of the winter, they're warm. The showers, the locker rooms, just the overall working environment is certainly much better. Matter of fact, years past down below, we didn't even have enough room for the employees to park at the old municipal services shops, so they had to park at the City Hall campus down in 38th and Van Giesen, get into a van to get out to the shop. So there was a lot of inefficiency, so we certainly increased the efficiency here with this new facility. So stay tuned, we'll be back. Meanwhile, like us on Facebook, share us with a friend. Thank you.